we're Tony.
I'm Peggy.
And we're here at the California RV Show 2019, a new location here in Fontana, California at the California, or the AAA Speedway. In fact, you can hear cars racing in the back.
Right, here they're practicing.
Yeah.
Race.
So we're gonna make a list of each of our favorites. We each have something. And so that's going to be what's in this video. Tony's list and Peggy's list.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the show. One of my favorite items at the show is the air suspension in this single axle GeoPro toy hauler. So check this out. Lets you kneel the trailer. You can inflate and deflate these baffles, change the angle of the whole thing. That's pretty slick, and it's a smoother ride too, so your stuff doesn't get jostled around as much. And check out this little toy hauler. This is one of my favorite little trailers. Hard to tell, back door is closed, but really slick, surprising amount of counter space too. I really like these GeoPros. So there you go, one of my Tony's list favorites.
And now we have an item for Peggy's list. This is a Lance. I think you said it's only 14 feet, single axle. I do like the shoe scraper on the outside so that you can get the mud off your shoes. It's a decent little bathroom. Nice size refrigerator. A tiny little 11-inch slide out, so when the slide is in, the trailer is still completely usable.
Can I answer any questions?
The slide is usable, or the unit is usable even with the slide in. You can see 11 inches wouldn't really take away from your ability to get into the whole rest of the unit. Decent amount of counter space, good size oven. Footrests on the couch, built-in little table. The one thing that I know that they have to do to make the unit small is the east-west bed, not my favorite. But other than that, I really like this little guy.
So a few things that I see also, you have a Max Air fan, and I was just talking to them. Their fridges are three-way, so that old debate, do we use the fridge when we're driving down the road? With three-way, it's a 12-volt fridge, so you don't have to worry about that. You can run it off your vehicle's charging system. Okay, here's another Tony's list favorite. Check that out. Big old sliding drawer in the back. It actually, inside, it goes under the bed, and this is a Rockwood mini light. Pretty slick.
All right, here's Peggy's list. This is a brand new design of trailer. This is called a Genesis, Supreme Genesis. And it's a toy hauler, and it's got a huge patio, which is where you haul your toys. And you can see one right next door there. In that one, the kitchen is right inside the door, and then the bed is up front with the patio on the back. This one has the patio on the back, and then you've got the dinette bed, and you've got the bed that pulls down out of the ceiling. I forget what that's called. And your little kitchen and bathroom up in front. Nice big fridge. For a toy hauler, this is kind of a fun thing. They're not extremely light. They're about 5,000 pounds, but they offer the best of both worlds with indoor and outdoor living. So this is kind of a fun new design in RV.
Okay, so I have another thing for Tony's list, and that's this big back door on this Coachman Class C. And it's also got a Murphy bed there, but you know, they show a picture of a kayak in and all. But here's something I was thinking. This back door might make this a very accessible RV for someone in a mobility scooter or wheelchair or whatnot. So not only is it good for your stuff, but perhaps might be good if you're happen to have some challenges getting around. So Coachman 22XG. G.
Peggy's List. This is a grand design, and the part of the design I love the most is, check out this kitchen. It goes on and on and on forever. It's nice colors. It's so much countertop. It's got a nice large refrigerator. This grand design, it's by the way, it's an Imagine. Oh, I don't want to be in the mirror. So it's got, in the bathroom, we've got some open cabinets and a little cabinet and a nice sized medicine cabinet, and then a shower stall, which is not bad. That's right outside this, again, giant kitchen with cabinet space that never wants to end. Beautiful cabinets. Little slide out with a sofa, theater seating, and then the couch with the Murphy bed. It's a full-size Murphy bed, and I don't think you can get the Murphy bed down with the slide in. But other than that, this is a pretty beautiful unit.
So you guys'
So here comes the Murphy bed.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Watch this. You do, whoops.
Well, you
I
want to
unlatched it.
take the couch down first.
Yeah.
The couch folds down rather than
And
flips
then?
down.
Bam.
And then the couch, and then there's the bed. It's a full-size bed. It's pretty nice. It makes Tony dance.
Yeah.
I do like this theater seating with the table that attaches right there into the sofa and comes out of the way.
Put this back.
Again, just really, really pretty. Okay, so scratch that. We can't use the Murphy bed because Tony decided he doesn't need one.
Yeah,
He'll just
who
sleep
needs a Murphy
here.
bed?
And he can do that even if the slide is in. He would have room for his feet pretty much.
Yep.
And I would probably sleep on this Happy Jack somehow. And we could totally stealth camp in this thing without the slide out.
Yeah.
Probably not for a very long period of time, but I think we could actually do it.
No, and
By the way, that's a motion censoring light. I just watched it go off.
yeah, and another thing, this theater seating has massage
And heat.
and there's a light in the cup, so I wouldn't miss my beers in the dark.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got a prototype unit here that I thought I'd show you. This is a Lance travel trailer. I'll show you, but look at this outdoor kitchen. The whole thing kind of pops out of the back. There's your ladder. Look at this. This is actually a refrigerator drawer. A little table. No, it's metal. 2-burner stove. A sink. So that is slick, and there's even a little receiver hitch back there, and even above an awning. This is slick. I would. You guys went to the show? That's a pretty cool trailer. I like these Lances anyway. They tend to be very well made, and just neat features. So there you go. See a prototype Lance, and I don't know which model is this, Tony?
You know what model is it? What do they call this one? I think they were calling it a 20. It was a 20.
Huh. Look at how they do their awnings too.
I know it's 20.
Oh yeah, so you don't have your head on there.
I like that.
Got it. And it is really similar to what we have. It's not a Murphy bed. It's a regular bed. This might be a full size. But layout wise, it's very similar to what we have. I love this because you can put all your shoes right there by the door, and that's very handy. There is a nice size booth, lots of counter space. The it's brown, you know, but the counters are white, marbly looking, so that's not bad. Good size refrigerator. And we thought maybe that we lose in the bathroom, but we really don't. It's kind of dark feeling, but there's a nice big cabinet, toilet, sink, and bathtub, so you don't really lose anything in the bathroom. Overall, even though it seems to be not very different in size from the 1905, other than the dark wood and the brown everywhere, I kind of wouldn't hate this.
My list is getting longer and longer, and I am a nut for flexible storage. I think it's cool when something is, you know, does one thing and another. And now the people who did the Happier Camper have these interiors that they make for the interior of a van. So here's what it looks like in the van, and it's like a grid type system. Wait, this gentleman knows all about it.
I do.
Hello. And this is all a flexible system.
Modular system that you can move anything anywhere in the camp in it. You can set up a loft bed, you can set up in any way you want. Any of these pieces move around.
Wow.
It takes about 2 hours to install.
That is, and any Sprinter van?
It's dedicated right now. It's a prototype for Sprinter.
Okay.
We're exploring other brands of vehicles. Right now it's just Sprinter.
That is super.
You can set up a loft bed and put in your motorcycle, bicycles, whatever you want. You can lock them out.
Wow.
And when you're ready to clean it, you just hose it down.
That is just super.
Yep.
And I love that it just basically, you can take some of them out and use them outdoors.
Absolutely, and that's a dried.
Oh, there's your flush Tello.
Yeah. Yep.
Friggy.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. My list. Oh, look at all the cubes.
Yes, yeah. And you can actually turn. You have the option with one of these where you turn into an ice chest. So a cooler chest, so it stays 6 days without any.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another Tony's List favorite. This is why we bought our trailer, and it's the Murphy bed. But first, I like this couch because it's got a footrest, right? Pretty slick. And then, just flip that. Oh, they locked it. Unlock these guys. Sleepy time. So you're making the most use of the trailer in terms of the interior space. You get a couch with footrests, and so there you go. One of my favorite things at the RV show.
We found an item to put on Peggy's list. And for all of my girl campers who don't have a vehicle big enough to tow a trailer, look, little tiny car, little tiny camper. Isn't this adorable? You've got your bed, you're up off the ground. It's a nice cushion inside. I see some pockets to put your things in, and it fits right on top of your little car. I'm gonna go in.
I dare you.
Weight capacity. Cute.
Yeah, these
this
things.
This one feels bigger. This one's bigger maybe than that one, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So this one might be a 2-person bed, and that little one is a 1-person bed.
Yeah, it looks like it mashes down real easily, and then it's just like a little roof carrier type of situation.
All right, girls. All you girl campers that don't have the capacity to tow, I got your answer right here.
Perfect. Hey, grab a brochure for me.
All right, so when you come to the California RV show, do not neglect to come back near the grandstands. There's a whole row of kind of the innovative small stuff, really. The things that you might not have heard of, and there's some really interesting things back here. And the food trucks. They've got a pet area, and they've got a kids play area. And like I said, they've got some little stuff we've never seen before.
Yeah. the man behind these great vintage trailers. All right, so I am here with...
Jim Buck with Black Series Campers.
All right, and Jim, tell me a little about these campers. I am very impressed.
Oh yeah. These well, like I had mentioned with you, the company has been around for about 12 years. We started in Australia. It's an Australian-based company. So all of your design, all of your research, all of our development was based with the outback, the Australian outback in mind. We got harsh conditions, hot off-road, overland community is where we're looking at. And so that's why, you know, as you're looking at it, one of the first things you notice right off the bat is your height clearance. I mean, we got a lot of height clearance in here, about 2 foot worth of height clearance. So that way you can go over all of the off-road areas, hopefully without getting caught in something too terribly big. And then we have our tires. We're using 265, 75, 16-inch tires. These are light truck tires. These aren't your typical trailer tires you see on most of your equipment. So again, the design is to be off-road, overland. We even include an air down kit with our units. That way you can let your air down, so you're not going in with full pressure air, popping your tires. And then underneath, I don't know if you can get a view underneath here.
I did earlier. I was impressed.
Right,
That's a heck of a suspension.
Absolutely. We have independent suspensions. We have independent swing arms. Each swing arm has 2 shocks on it, 2 heavy-duty shocks, and heavy-duty springs on each one of our units, as well as a limiting chain as well, so we're not dropping off our springs and losing all of our undercarriage there. And then as you come up a little bit, if you notice the nice bright red rock guards, because obviously if you're going down into dips and valleys, you're going to be tearing up the edges of your trailer. And so the rock guard, that's what it's there for. It's to protect the edges of your units. That way you're not destroying everything. So we had a lot of cool features in here. One of the other features, one of the things that we like to push or encourage, obviously, with our series, and this is why we don't have a lot of hangout areas per se. A lot of people say, oh, why don't you guys have a couch? Your bed should make a couch. Then that means you're going to be inside. Where do we want you to be?
Outside.
Outside. We want people back with nature, with their families, enjoying the outside environment. We don't want you sitting up, cooped inside, watching TV all day, watching your movies, playing on your games. Get outside. And so that's why one of the cool features we have, outside kitchen. A lot of people love our outside kitchen. We got a 3-burner stove to go along with it. So that way, again, where's the person who's stuck cooking? They're stuck cooking outside.
Right.
Yeah, we do have cooking services inside, and the HQ19 has the biggest kitchen of all of our units. It has an oven in it, 3-burner stove, nice large prep area. But the best thing is, we also have our 3-burner stove with our sink outside here with a huge prep table. So you don't have any excuses to say, oh, well, I have to cook inside. No, you don't. You cook out here. You got your utility drawers for your handles and your soups and spoons and stuff like that. You got a little storage drawer for all of your spices or whatever else you want to use. And then you have your gas line, your water line hookup underneath here that comes off the front. So that way you have the use of your stove and everything. And then over here, our front compartment is also, it's a pass-through storage. So it'll pass from one side to the other for our storage. And then on the back side of this cabinet is actually our hot water tank. So we got a 6-gallon propane-powered hot water tank on the other side of this.
And it looks like they're roto-molded doors, I think, right? They're a plastic door, so they're more like impact resistant. Yeah. And then I noticed, like I've seen in European caravans, they call them, there's a handbrake.
Yeah, there's a mechanical handbrake on there.
I love it.
When you first pull up, one of the nice parts is, you know, like if you want to disconnect and move your vehicle somewhere else, you pull your handbrake, that way you're set. You should still set some chalk down.
Right.
That way you're not sure you're gonna roll. But yeah, having the handbrake really comes in handy, especially when it comes time to hook up to your vehicle. That way you can kind of release your brake and kind of manipulate the jockey wheel a little bit, get it to hook up wherever you want to.
And is it an aluminum frame or is that steel?
That is a steel.
Steel
That is
frame,
a hot-dipped galvanized steel frame that goes from the tip all the way to the rear, runs the entire length of the body.
That is that's a very impressive.
Oh yeah, it's thick, it's heavy.
And there's a washing machine.
And there's a 7-gallon capacity washing machine in the back of this beast as well. Absolutely.
Well, very cool. Thanks for your time.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay, so interestingly enough, for years I've been saying that in the late 70s, the Japanese car companies started to invade because of quality issues and other issues with American manufacturers. Well, I'm here at Black Series, which is an Australian company building trailers in China. They ship them here to the US, and final assembly is done here in Southern California. And they're interesting looking trailers. Some real innovations. These outside kitchens, for example, they're all stainless steel. There's the other one had a silverware drawer here. There's a pop-up sink. Feels like a roto-molded door. So it's not like stuff you'd see. There's a solar powered motion sensor light outside. This one actually has a pop-up roof, so it tows low. Just ran into the stairs. Suspensions are really beefy looking. Look at that. I am impressed, but I think more to the point, this should be kind of a wake-up call, whatever, to the American manufacturers that this is the kind of stuff that's interesting. Now, admittedly, these trailers are stuck way in the heck in the back of the show. So right now, it's kind of, it feels just like the domestic auto industry of the late 1970s when the car companies were faced with foreign competition, which they laughed off, but who hasn't owned a Toyota or Honda? So, interesting concept here. Seems like good build quality and interesting features. They seem very rugged. Look at this. Okay, so earlier I was talking about innovation and not things you've seen before. Okay, get this. This is a 26-foot trailer with a washing machine in it. I mean, they are doing some really innovative stuff. The feel of everything is kind of industrial, heavy duty, sort of. Pretty interesting.